you know that last weekend I joined Investa Summit, and there was this lineup of speakers. Yung mga paborito kong speakers andun kasi. So we really flew to Manila so I can watch the speaker. Rainer Teo, isa sa mga idol ko. Was able to meet him. Mario Singh, definitely one of the good guys you need to read and buy the books of. And he was a speaker last Saturday, and his topic was about cashing the crash, right? So it's basically, how do you earn when the stock market, when recession happens, when the crash happens, right? What is the market psychology? What happens to the market, and how can you take advantage of it? One of his points is he thinks next year a recession is gonna happen. Number one point why he thinks a recession is gonna happen. He only shared two. There are so many parameters also that he is checking, but he's just sharing the first two very obvious things that he believes is gonna make the market crash next year. Number one is the cycle of that the market crashes every 10 to 12 years. The last crash was around 2008. That was the housing bubble. Before that, andun pa yung .com around 2000. Meron pa yun 1997. But anyways, the point is, every 10 to 12 years, the crash happens, right? Historically speaking, yes, it does happen. So he is basing it from yung number one point niya na yan is basing it from historical cycle, right? 10 to 12 years. We are gonna be on the 12th year next year. So he said we are due for a recession for next year, right? So that's point number one. Point number two is, sabi niya, look at what the banks are doing, right? Cutting rates. The banks are cutting rates. And sa US alone, US Fed has cut rates for 3 times already for just this year, right? So those are telltale signs that a recession might be coming, right? And if you can guess how many banks in the world, right, mga countries, big banks, how many banks has cut rates for this year alone, right? You won't be able to guess it, but 40 banks cut rates this year, 2019. You can search about it, what banks have cut rates. Even India, yung pinakamataas na interest rate, has cut rates for the lowest it has been in history. So yun yung points niya. And why do banks cut rates? This is so that people, pag tingin nila na mura ang interest rates, people are gonna borrow, but most, yung pinaka-target talaga niyan is the businesses. Since the rates are very low, it's good to loan. And if businesses borrow money for expansion, and people will spend because of they can loan money for very low interest rates, what this does is they hopefully stimulate the market. And so far, so good. It has been stimulating US market that way. But then again, 3 times nag-cut rates yung US ngayon. So that's a red flag according to him. Right, so that's why he believes, those are the two strongest points why Mario Singh believes that the crash is gonna happen. What do you think? Post it in the comments. Is a crash gonna happen? So for those who have been following this issue, magkaka-recession ba? What's happening in the US? That is it gonna be a trade war recession, etc., etc. Please post it in the comments. What do you think? Right? My 2 cents. Is there gonna be a recession? For me kasi, recession, ang pinaka problema sa recession is spending of the spending of the people, right? During recession kasi, people do not spend. Hindi sila maglalabas ng pera because of the fear na baka yung trabaho ko mawala. So pag nawala ang trabaho ko, kailangan ko ang pera ko, so people will not spend. And when people do not spend, there will not be money, there will be no money circulating in the country, and it causes the economy to go down. So yun yung nangyayari. So companies go down also. For example, si Apple, walang bibili ng products nila, etc. Kaya bumabagsak ang economy, right? Excuse me. Sorry. I think I will be sneezing in a bit. So if I sneeze, excuse me. So yun, with that, I am looking at the what do you call this, the employment sector, or the employment data of US, and so far pataas naman yung employment. So, and people are still spending. This is the reason why economy in US is still going up despite the Fed cut rates, despite the takot na recession. People are still spending. So for me, with these data that I am seeing, people are still spending. Earnings of the companies are still going up, even here in the Philippines. Man, my biggest point why I think there is not gonna be any recession is because, have you seen the returns of Metrobank? Have you seen the returns of East West? Have you seen the returns of BDO? Kailan pa po ba nagkaroon ng ganun kalaking return ang mga banks? For example, si BDO. Let's check out BDO. Returns of BDO, 43% for the third quarter. When has a bank gained that much of a return historically, right? Let's check out, second quarter 43%, and the third quarter another 43%. First quarter 66% for this year. So last year nga, 16% lang 16% last year, 17% third quarter, second quarter negative 2%, first quarter 0.46%. So banks right now are showing 40% growth, meaning people are spending. The economy is very good. So I don't think it's recession is gonna happen next year. Even the banks in the US, right? That's their earnings. You can see from their earnings. That's why they can afford to cut rates, because their earnings are very big. That means companies are spending, people are spending. So I don't think a recession is gonna happen in time soon. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. But still, I'm gonna talk about this because I could be wrong. These guys are experts. It can happen, right? Recession can still happen, right? I could be wrong, diba? So the topic today is gonna be preparing us what to do if a recession happens. What should you do? Where can you earn money at the very least? Siguro one of these days, I'll talk about stocks, but today we're going to be talking about forex trade, since this is about what Mario Singh has taught us during the Investor Summit, right? So, taka lang ha, unahin ko, hindi ko kasi na-open to. Right, so, let me open this. So, what to do? Ito yung reaction. What happens to the market when recession happens? So this is the first part of the slide. What is the reaction? Right? Risk currencies fall first. These are called risk currencies. Number 1 is AUD, NZD, and CAD. Why is it called risk? Risk currencies? Because these are very risky during recessions, right? AUD, why does it fall first? Australia is the world's largest producer of iron ore, coal, and the third largest for gold. When a country does not have money, right? Kung walang pera ang isang country because people are not spending or walang trabaho ang mga tao kaya walang nagsispend, since the country doesn't have money, they will stop on these imports. And ito yung pinakamalaking ini-import ng mga countries, which is iron ore, coal, and gold, right? Countries will not be importing these, and it's gonna affect Australia a lot, since ang Australia is really more into exporting these. So kumikita sila by exporting this, but if walang bumibili, wala silang kita, their economy is gonna drop. Okay, again, recession, when no one's buying, it's gonna drop. Economy is gonna drop. So Australia, their currency is gonna fall, right? Australia. Next is New Zealand, NZD. So if you are already familiar with forex, you're gonna be you should understand AUD, Australian dollar, NZD, right? Agriculture is New Zealand's largest industry. Also in agriculture, ayan. So alam nyo ba na um, mas marami pa ang kalabaw, goat sa New Zealand kaysa sa population nila. Ganun kalaki ang agriculture nila doon. And yun, they're the biggest producer of milk, etc. So, since again, countries will stop importing, so hindi na po sila bibili kay New Zealand, and New Zealand is gonna be affected by that since walang bumibili ng other countries, and so their economy is gonna drop. So these are the two top risk currencies. Number 3 is CAD, Canadian dollars. Crude oil is Canada's biggest export. So crude oil, hindi na po bibili ang mga countries since yung mga tao sa kanila hindi na po magsasakyan yan kasi takot mag-spend. So what they're gonna be doing is they're gonna use their bikes, they're gonna walk, they're gonna use public transport. So lesser oil consumption for the countries, so lesser importing, so hindi po sila bibili kay Canada, and since that's the biggest export of Canada, it's gonna be affecting their economy. So these three what do you call this? Etong tatlong na ito, babagsak ito sa forex. So opportunity number 1 is you can short them, right? Pero yung pairing, tingnan muna natin yung pair. So these are gonna drop, and for sure merong aakyat. Right? Ano ba yung aakyat? So we need to look for a pair for this. So let me get the other slide. Pasensya na kasi I just did this today. So yan. This is the reaction part 2. What is the reaction part 2? So here, these are called safe haven. And yun ganun pagkasabi ni Singh na safe haven. So, pinapaulit niya ito sa amin. So, safe haven currencies, right? Not just currencies, but commodities, right? Safe haven currencies, ito yung mga stocks na people have trust in these economy. Kaya po, kung nagka-recession, ito yung dito linilipat ang pera nila. Okay? Number 1 is USD because US Treasury's bill is the most trusted and acquired in the world. Still, US is number 1. The US dollar is the number 1 currency and most trusted currency because of the economy, right? So, mga companies in the US is very good. The economy in the US is very good. That's why pairing with USD, for example, kanina bumabagsak sa New Zealand, AUD, USD, right? So, USD is gonna go up. So AUD USD is gonna go down. I'll explain to you more about that later. Medyo magulo yan medyo magulo ito sa forex So you'll understand more in a bit. But anyways, US dollar is gonna go up since it's the most trusted and acquired in the world. So what countries are gonna be doing is they're gonna be hoarding. So they're gonna be hoarding dollars kasi dollars po yung pinaka-safe na kasi they know that even if it drops in the future, it's still gonna go up, and that's more or less hindi po yan babagsak ang US dollars, right? Kaya and then there's JPY, right? Lowest interest rates and large current account surplus. Japanese are known to save money, right? Sa sobrang laki ng pera ng mga Hapon sa bangko, pag naglagay ka ng pera sa bangko, dito sa Pilipinas, tumutubo yung pera natin ng 1 to 2%, di ba? Pag naglagay tayo ng pera sa bangko. Sa USD, sa Japan po, sa sobrang dami ng pera kay Japan, pag naglagay kayo ng pera kay Japan, sa mga bangko ni Japan, it's not for saving, but it's for safekeeping, right? You're gonna be paying banks para i-safekeep ang pera ninyo kasi hindi na kailangan ng pera kasi sobrang dami na ng pera ni Japan. Dito sa Pilipinas, kailangan ng mga bangko ng pera kaya bibigyan ka ng pera para ilagay yung pera sa kanila. Japan, pag naglagay ka ng pera sa bangko, magne-negative pa yan. Dito sa Pilipinas, at least tumutubo ng 2%, pero kung sa Japan nyo po ilalagay, magne-negative po yung pera ninyo, right? They don't need your money. Malaki po yung surplus nila ng money. Ang dami po lang current accounts. Ang lalaki ng accounts doon. Kaya, it's very safe to place money there. And Japan is very self-sufficient, right? So si Japan, self-sufficient meaning the country doesn't need to import things that much. So meaning si Japan, whenever they import, mas malaki pa yung export nila. So whatever they spend in importing, so we'll buy this, we'll buy that, put that in our country. Pero yung export nila, yung kinikita nila sa exporting, mas malaki. Right? And since Japan, so that's how efficient Japan is. That's how efficient Japan's economy is. That's why Japan's economy is very good. They spend less kasi malakas mag-save ng money si Japan. And during the recession, and number one, si Japan has, the money is going to flow into Japan. Right? That's the main point. Hindi po lalabas ang pera, money is gonna go to Japan. Number one point is because Japan is very self-sufficient. Kahit pa mag-recession yung buong mundo, si Japan hindi ma-affected yan. So, safe haven. So, ang gagawin ng mga tao, ng mga financial firms is, to protect their money, they're gonna be transferring their money to Japan. Though, liliit yan because of mas maliit ang interest rate, negative ang interest rate sa Japan. At least, ma-hedge nila yung pagbagsak ng economy ng buong mundo. Right? Hindi babagsak yung pera with Japan. Right? Japan has just absorbs money. Why? Mas malaki ba yung exports nila? They're the biggest in exporting cars like Toyota, Honda. Right? So, money just keeps coming into Japan, and just what? During recessions, Japan is gonna go up since money is gonna be transferred there. People are gonna trust their economy because they're very stable. Okay, so isa sa safe haven sa Japan. Lastly is gold. Umaakyat si gold because gold cannot be multiplied, and it has value with it. Right? So tumataas ang presyo ni gold. And also during recessions, people are gonna be transferring money to gold, and they're gonna be buying gold. And then because of the demand, gold goes up. So tumataas yung pera mo pag kay gold ka naka-invest. Right? And ngayon, we haven't tried it yet, so if ever this happens, si Bitcoin might go up. But that's not one of the points of Mr. Mario Singh. He doesn't trade crypto. But I think Bitcoin might go up also if ever there is gonna be a recession, right? If there will be, right? This is not yet proven by history. Pero sabi nila gold din sa Bitcoin, digital gold naman sa Bitcoin, so it might go up also. So maybe we can add that there. Okay, now, ang dalawa pong gusto ko pong ninyong tignan. If you're already into gold, right, nagtatrade na kayo ng gold, hindi nyo po kailangan ng pairing sa forex, right? But I want you to look at USD and JPY. Why? Because this is how it's gonna be happening. Alright? While ito yung pairing AUD, if you're into forex, if you wanna check out forex, AUD, USD, let's check out charts really quick. Let's try eToro, AUD, USD. So there is this pairing na AUD/USD. Let's check out the chart of AUD USD. So ito yung chart niya, right? Pabagsak pa ngayon, right? So this might drop even further if recession happens. So AUD/USD, right? So ito yung pairing AUD, and since USD is gonna go up, yung nasa left side ang babagsak. So AUD USD, babagsak ito. Right? So, you can short this. May pera po dito by shorting. So, this should go on a downtrend. Okay? Next is NZD. Pwede ring AUD JPY. Right? Itong pairing na ito, AUD JPY. Right? AUD JPY is gonna go down also. Right? So, nakita nyo po, similar po ang pattern. AUD JPY since Japan is gonna go up. Right? So, AUD, you're buying AUD using Japan. So magmumura sa Australian dollars using Japan. So yun po yung explanation nito, using Japan yen. So AUD JPY is gonna drop, and CAD USD, it's either of the pairing. It can be AUD USD or AUD JPY, NZD USD, NZD JPY, CAD USD, CAD JPY. So you look out for these pairs because these are gonna drop. You can short these. Right? So, aakyat po ang USD and Japan. So, check out these major currencies. If should a recession happens, this should be good money for you. This is for forex. Kung gusto po kumita kay forex, so what you do is, on the time of a recession, when recession happens, liquidate your assets and then you trade these pairs, right? I-short nyo po ang mga pairs na ito because there's gonna be money there. Excuse me. So I hope meron na kayong forex. And also, sabi ko sa inyo kanina, tataas ang presyo ni gold. Gold will usually go up, diba? So you can also trade gold. You can buy gold instead if ayaw nyo po mag-forex. Now, the reason why I use eToro, right? Because this eToro is a multi-asset platform already. So I'm heavy on stocks right now, right? I'll talk about this one of our topics in the future. It's gonna be what to do if stocks go down. Meron kasi dito shorting technique, so to hedge to hedge the drop of your assets. Okay? But I'll focus more on that in the future. But ang kagandahan po kay eToro is multi-assets po ito. So if I have the option to liquidate my money and go cash and then look at forex or gold instead. So alam niyo naman po may commodities sa what you call this, eToro. So I can go multi-asset right away. I don't have to open a different brokerage account. If I want to go forex, I can go for AUD USD right away, since that was our topic for today. So my money is here already in eToro. I can trade these right away. Okay, so I really invite you. That's one of the best reasons why I always invite people to go into eToro, because of this possibility, multi-asset possibility. You can be very versatile in your trading. Whatever the opportunity gives us, we can go there right away. Wala lang tayo PSE. Ang ganda i-short sa PSE ngayon, grabe. Kung may short selling lang sa PSE, babagsak at babagsak lahat yan. And then, to a point na, ang kagandahan kasi, if there's short selling, it's gonna be very healthy for PSE because prices are gonna drop. When prices are gonna drop, magmumura po yan kaagad. Pag nagmura yan kaagad, ang sarap na bilhin. Very, very beautiful to the eyes to buy these assets. So, sana may shorting na sa PSE. Pero ang problema, wala pong shorting sa PSE. So, it's really hard. PSE is the hardest playing field to trade. So, I always teach this in my seminars. Kung gusto niyo po maging trader, play at the right playing field. Huwag po sa putikan, just PSE. Putikan po sa PSE and trading. Mahirap po. The best traders survive in PSE. Sorry, excuse me. The best traders survive in PSE. And if you're a newbie, the good traders are gonna eat you alive. So, just go play on the right playing field. It's gonna be very hard to trade in PSE. So, in PSE, mag long term lang po muna kayo. Mid to long term po ang best strategy. Especially with PSEI right now, dropping. Best to just accumulate on the good companies. And that's the best strategy for PSEI right now. Huwag niyo pong pipilitin mag-trade, please. If you really want to trade, go into the international market. Ayun nga pala. Which reminds me, if you want to create an account with eToro, a little request from my end, andyan po sa video description, there's create an eToro account using this link. Please use that link. That helps the channel a lot. That is why we are able to do these things for free. Yung education natin is for free as much as possible because of you helping the channel. So if you create an eToro account, please use that link. Make sure you use that link. Right, so I'm gonna go to the comments and I'll see if we have any questions about the topic. Mamaya na tayo mag-stocks. Huwag po natin pilitin mag-trade. Anyways, huwag po kayong mag-alala sa PSE. What do you call this? Angat at angat din yan in the future. It's just that, attention right now is in the international market. Kasi pag nakita nyo po sa international market, Microsoft, all-time highs, umaakit pa si Microsoft, sila Nvidia, 52-week high. Ang ganda po ng international market right now. That's why attention of the investors is in the international market. So, wala po tayong foreign buying. Kahit po gaano kaganda ang kumpanya, babagsak at babagsak po yan. Okay? Alright, so Edward, pinapacheck niya, Best Buy. Alright, let's check that out later. Is historical data a legit parameter? So it's a theory, right? It's not a legit parameter. It's just that I would say it's a coincidence that it happened in between 10 to 12 years. Pero yun po yung ginagamit nila eh. So I'm just sharing to you their points, which I think is not gonna be accurate. Don't get me wrong. The market is gonna reach a peak na sobrang mahal na and ayaw na gumastos ng mga tao, that's gonna create a market pullback. Recession might still happen, but I think with the volume of US trading right now, with their economy, with their what do you call this, employment rate, I think mga 5 years pa. Let's look at 5 years. I think 5 years from now pa mangyayari yung recession eh. Let me just right. So yan. Going forward. Good morning, Falcon, Resab. Alice Rose Kabigting. Coach, can I ask po if paano malalaman if magbibigay ng dividends isang stock? Is it via email po? Mag-email po ba muna bago mag-reflect support? Yes. Actually, i-email nila yan na meron ng dividends na lumabas. But usually, dividends announcement is in PSE Edge. So, go to edge.pse.com. So, meron pong updates doon kung kailan yung dividends nila. Okay? Also, you can use Investograms. Meron po dito lumalabas sa charts. For example, I'm looking at BDO right now. Let me load my chart settings para mas klaro. Let's go for BDO. For example, this one right here. Sa baba ng chart, may E. This is for earnings. And here is D. So, pag lumabas ito sa Investograms, meaning meron pong possible na dividend. So, ex-dividend date is September 12. So, yan po. Lalabas po yan. Mag-move po yan. May D na lalabas dyan. So, that helps also. Right. The Guzman Oliver DMC, sir. We'll check that out later. It's 905. Dairy Milk ang malaking products. Yes, Macorp. Dairy Milk ang malaking product na bumubuhay sa ekonomiya dito sa New Zealand. Yes, definitely. I mentioned earlier, isa sa ang bumubuhay sa New Zealand is agriculture. So, dairy milk. Yes, totoo po yan. So, when countries stop buying the dairy milk of New Zealand since wala namang consumer, yan, yung economy is gonna drop. That's why, yan, Mac, thank you for the, dairy ang bumubuhay na ekonomiya dito sa New Zealand. Good point. Mas madami po lamb po dito kaysa sa population nila. Alright, lamb ba ang mas marami? Alright, bakit kambing ang sinabi ko? Lamb pala. Alright, so thank you for that. Thank you for the correction. Archie Kaburnay, morning coach, good morning. Vine Bangis, good morning sir. Ano po yung forecast nyo sa Bitcoin and Ethereum? Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ang problema with Bitcoin is it's still speculative right now. Very good question. Let's talk about this for a bit. What do I think about Bitcoin? Forecast ko Bitcoin. It's still very hard to tell. I will start buying Bitcoin if more and more people start buying Bitcoin because of the use. Ngayon, maraming bumibili ng Bitcoin just to trade it. So, that's unhealthy for Bitcoin. That's why you see the volatility. Pero po, when the time comes na Bitcoin will be really used for its real purpose, which is for purchasing, payments, sending money, which is the real use of Bitcoin, saka na ako magte-trade ng Bitcoin. That's the only time I think Bitcoin is still gonna go up. But for now, I think still Bitcoin is still speculative. You can speculate on Bitcoin. Don't get me wrong. Bitcoin can go up, right? So you can speculate on Bitcoin. Just make sure you buy low. And huwag po kayo mag-all in sa Bitcoin, okay? It's speculative. You are gambling when it comes to speculation. Para ka nagbili ng art niyan na hindi mo talaga alam anong presyo. It really depends on the demand of the people. So, it's highly speculative. So, you can try to speculate it because money is in speculation also. Pag nakatama ka ng jackpot, then why not, diba? But, try to buy it if it goes to 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. Try to buy some, right? Wag lang po kayo mag-all in, please. Right? So, I think Bitcoin is still gonna go up, especially pag with the topic natin ngayon na magre-recession. I think that's gonna affect Bitcoin also. David Joe Agustin, Sir Lloyd, good morning po. Insights po kay MBT. Let's check it out later. Good morning, sir. I'm late. Robert Niserio, that's okay. Joseph Atilio Tanel, Sir Lloyd, paano po ba ang tamang position trading sa short sell? Ano po ba ang mga checklist indicators before mag-enter ng trade? Hindi ako manalo sa shorting. Laging sablay yung entry ko. Kaya nag-avoid ako mag-short. Nakakainggit nga lang kasi nakikita ko yung bababa ang candle. Hindi ako makasali. I'm doing day trade at eToro. There are reversal patterns for shorting, right? Meron ako dito eh. Taka lang ha. FF101. Research. Right. So, you can use this for, you can use this for shorting. Right. Number one is the divergence, right? Very important for shorting, right? So, I'll zoom in. So, those who doesn't have a copy of this, please do a screenshot while I'm talking. So, yan po. Look at the bearish divergences, right? So, pag tumataas ang presyo, but RSI's resistance is going down, that means there's already bearish signals for that. You can short that, pero short term lang ito kasi you're going against the trend. Because usually if this happens, it's on an uptrend. Reversal pattern lang ito, right? So you can short it, and then you can sell some, and then confirmation po niyan. Pag nag-lower high na po yan, mag-head and shoulder pattern na po yan, you can short it again, and then there it is. That's a day trading strategy, divergence. So check out divergence also. Pag nangyayari ito, this is a lower high. Pag may nakita kayong lower high and RSI's resistance going up, that's a bearish signal. So you can short it at this position right here, and then exaggerated double top. Pag nag-double top po yan, resistance and RSI is going down, you can start shorting it. But that's short-term trade pa muna. Then you just add more position pag na-confirm na talaga na reversal na siya. So you can use this also. We'll talk more about that. Sige, we'll talk more about that one of these days about short selling. Anyways, hindi po kasi yan yung topic natin ngayon. So one of these days po na ba. But, sensya na po, for this week, I'm gonna be very busy. Punta po ako sa Mindanao to cover the event with BFAR, Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. They're gonna be donating stainless tables, and they're gonna be giving out a free seminar for the community about bangus deboning. That's in line with mangisda.org's mission there. Nakita po nila that nabubuhay pang mariculture. There's a hope for the mariculture, the fisher folks there in Mindanao because of the project of mangisda.org. So, bigyan po nila ng livelihood, another livelihood yung community, which is bangus deboning, and they're gonna be teaching the people there. So, I'm gonna be there and cover that and give you a full update of mangisda.org. What is mangisda.org? Please check out sa Facebook. Search for mangisda.org. Also, you can go to the website right away, mangisda.org. You can register in advance. It's a crowdfunding project. So if you wanna support the cause, check out the cause there. May video po dyan para maintindihan niyo po. So yeah, it's a win-win for us. Pwede po kayong bumili ng isda in advance, and then the organization takes care of your fish and handles the sales. So, then sharing profits afterwards. So, you can check that out. Delser, all right, we'll cover that again. Please post it again in the comments once I answer all the questions with regards to our topic. Naglaro ako ng Bitcoin kagabi sa eToro virtual account ko. Sir Lloyd, nagkaroon naman ng gain. That's very good. Bitcoin is very good for day trading since it's very volatile, and there is money in volatility when it comes to day trading. So wala kayong pakialam kung uptrend ba siya or downtrend ba siya, right? As long as there's volatile, that's the perfect haven for day traders. It's not good for position traders, so do not do position trading in Bitcoin. And ayan, let's go to the please post your requests once again. So I'll try to go at the top. So, meron po tayong requests for JFC, DMC, MBT, SUN, and KPPI. Kamustahin naman natin si PSCI. Right, so, let me just go full screen. JFC, ang mura na ni JFC, pero wag niyo po muna bilhin. Wala pa rin ang sentiments for JFC, still dropping, still on a downtrend. I'm waiting for Jollibee to create a support and show signs of stabilization like this one para naman po, dun tayo mag-buy more. Pero po, pag nag-buy more kayo, please do not go all in. Wag po kayo mag-all in. Okay? So, Jollibee, still momentum on the downside. That's the market for you. Pangit po ng market natin ngayon. So, even the good companies are not doing well. Right? Wala po tayong foreign buyers ngayon. Right? So, after hitting that resistance, hindi makaangat si Jollibee kaya bumagsak. So, yep. Stay away from JFC for now. We'll wait for JFC to stabilize before we wanna start buying the JFC. DMC, also, Possible reversal for DMC. Ang ganda. Look at this divergence right here. Very deep divergence. Okay naman yung earnings in DMC. Nagka-scare lang with the mining sector nila. So that caused DMC to drop. So this is fundamentals na but may tayong rejection, right? We have a rejection of downtrend. I want you to create I don't want you to go aggressive because of the market overall, right? Usually if it was a healthy market, if we were in a bullish market, I would go aggressive on this. Pero pangit mo ng market natin ngayon. So I don't want to go aggressive on this. Always wait for confirmation for this. Yun nga, kung bullish market nga, naghihintay ako ng confirmation minsan. Ngayon pa nga, na bearish market, right? So do not go aggressive. Wait for a support at the very least. So if you're trading, you have an exit plan, right? It's important to do that if you are trading. Kasi sa trading, that's the reason why we're trading is so that we can gain funds fast. Hindi naman tayo parehas nila Warren Buffett na ang laki ng pera kaya mag-antay ng long term. We want to trade because hindi pa tayo mayaman and we want our funds to grow fast. So if you want to trade this, at least wait for a confirmation lang. Don't be too aggressive, baka maipit lang kayo. Okay? This is our DMC. Antay lang. MBT, Metro Bank. Ayan. So, nagre-resistance sa Metro Bank. Konting ingat lang with this. Right? I showed you this pattern earlier. This is a double top, but RSI is going down. So, I think MBT is gonna drop. But, if ever, mag-breakout yan, then definitely that will be an entry point. So, that's a rejection of this pattern pag nag-breakout. MBT has been doing well, the banks are doing well. Pero yun yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, banks are doing well, the companies are doing well, pero nahihirapan ng mga companies na makiat. It's because wala tayong foreign buyers right now. All eyes are on the international market right now. So, dun pa tayo mag-trade. Kasi, follow where the money is. It's simple as that. Follow where the money is. The money is in the international market right now, so dun tayo mag-trade. MBT, Sun. Right, so Sun naman, let's see, right? Yung consolidation niya is here. If you wanna trade this, at least use the MA20 as your support if you wanna trade Sun, okay? KPPI. Right, KPPI, mukhang pababa na po. Right, I think tapos na yung akyat ni KPPI. Sandali lang yung akyat niya. So, I don't wanna recommend that. Good morning, sir. DMC bounce. Tech is still going down. DMC, I want you to wait for confirmation. You don't have to be aggressive in this kind of market. Tech is still going down. Right, ang daming nagalit kay Tech. This is one of the hot topics during the Investa Summit. Umulan sa amin, so pasensya na if maingay. Daming galit dito eh. Right, because we have very strong divergences kay Tech, pero pababa ng pababa. Right, especially now, lumabas yung earnings ni Tech na third quarter, -60. So, bumagsak palalo si Tech. So, there goes our SSS. Ang government kasi is what we call this is invested in this. That's why I don't want you guys to just sa financial literacy seminars ko, huwag po kayo mag-depend sa SSS or sa pag-ibig lang. Sabihin nyo, may retirement naman ako sa SSS. Nako po, baka na all-in sa Tech. Patay kayo dyan. Right? Aristotle, AC, DP, welcome back, sir. Thank you so much. Carlos, Santiago, Meg, sir, may pag-asa pa ba? Good morning. Definitely, fundamentally speaking, Meg is a good company. Right? We waited for Meg to do a breakout and walang breakout, kaya bumabalik sa support. If this bounces at support, then we can at least buy the support. Okay? Doon po ang point of possible rally. Best place to enter Meg right now is the support. Pag nag-bounce yan, then enter it definitely. Tugs naman, Tugs yung bagsak. Right, so bagsak pa si Tugs. So stay away from Tugs for now. Negative 258%, but that's because they are planting seeds right now. Same like Jollibee. Kaya one of the reason why si Jollibee yung laki ng bagsak right now, laki ng expenses nila and their investments are not yet we're not yet seeing the fruits of the investments that they're putting in kaya bumabagsak sa Jollibee. Same with Tugs, right? They're heavy into investing right now. Wala tayong patrons. Bumabagsak si Tugs. Stay away from it for now. Ako is nagbobodega ako kay Tugs. So Tugs is very cheap right now. If you wanna check out the projects of Tugs, ang ganda ng mga projects nila. So they're still expanding while the prices are going down. So that's a good sign for me. Myra Badere, good morning Sir Lloyd. Pulahan market, wish ko pa naman maging trader. Insights po kay IRC. Thank you. Right. I talked to a trader yesterday. We were together and we had a meeting kasi after my meeting with Mr. Marvin Yermo. I talked to a trader and he is planning to teach people also, and he wants to the group wants to partner up with me. Abangan niyo po 'yan. So I told them, now what market do you focus on, right? So they answered in return, PSE trading, Sir Lloyd, definitely. So sabi ko sila, if you wanna teach trading in PSE, man, you're just gonna be crushing the confidence of the traders. Same with Myra right now. Your confidence is being put down by PSE right now because you are playing on the wrong field, right? Mahirap po mag-trade sa PSE. So if you wanna go trading, if you wanna be a trader, trade in the international market. We had a seminar about doing day trading on commodities. Kasi sa commodities, ma-uptrend ba yan or ma-downtrend, you don't care. If you're day trading, pwede ka pa rin mag-forex because the money is there, right? So if you want to be a trader, go into the international market po. Okay? That's for Myra. IRC yung request niya. Let's check out IRC. Alright, IRC bound to support. That's good. Right? So, pwede nyo po itest to support ni IRC. I'd say yes, we are at the support area for IRC. Check it out. Pwede nyo po tingnan yan. Tingnan nyo po, ang pangit na mga top gainers. So, pag ganito ang itsura ng market, si B-Core. At least naman si B-Core, sa mga na-recommend ko, umaakyat na si B-Core. So, congratulations sa mga na-recommend ko pumasok kay B-Core when I recommended B-Core at MA20. I remember that. When was that? October 28? Congrats. Right? Anyways, that's using MA20. If you want to check out my technical analysis videos, andyan po sa video descriptions. Those are for free. Check it out para alam nyo po paano gamitin ang mga yan. IRC, buy the support. That's for Myra. Botiki na ultimo. Blessed morning, sir. IRC, we just copied it. NCS, AAC Montero. Good morning, coach. Have you heard of Trader X Lab? I haven't heard about them yet. I'll check them out. I'll write it. Trader X Lab. Alang ha? Trader X Lab. I don't know what that is. Is it trading academy website perhaps? Edward, good morning Sir Lloyd and to the rest of the investors, traders out there. Insights po kay Best Buy. Right, let's check out the international market, which is very beautiful right now. Best Buy chart. Right, so Best Buy nag-break ng MA20 pare, so I don't want to recommend that. Let's see if it stabilizes. Alright, range trade muna tayo. Possible support po dito. We have a support right here. Nagbabounce at around 71. So, enter here. Resistance is here. So, once, twice, dalawang beses na hit na yung support na yan. So, that's our entry point. So, enter there as much as possible. If hindi kayo bigyan, wag po. Alright, it's historical data. Nabasa na natin. Legit ba? It's just a theory. I call it what do you call that? Coincidence, right? So, yeah. Coach, can I ask paano malaman magbigay dividends? We talked about that. Mac, Archie, morning. And Bitcoin and Ethereum from Vine. David Agustin, Sir Lloyd, morning po. Insights po kay MBT. We covered MBT. Robert Nasirio, good morning Sir Lloyd. I'm late. It's okay. Ayan. Paano mag-open? Botiki na ultimo. Paano mag-open ng account sa eToro? Please check out the video description. Meron po dyang use this link to create a free eToro account. Pwede pa kayong humabol sa promotion ni eToro right now na if ever yung 11/11 promotion nila. For sure nakita niyo yung mukha ko on your on your advertisement sa Facebook or sa YouTube. The 11/11 promotion of eToro. Alan Tige, good morning Sir Lloyd. Same lang po ba yung mag-invest ka ng $100 at 10 times leverage and 50 sa 20 leverage since pareho lang 1,000? Ano po mas risky? Alright. Ang problema sa $50 na nag-times 20, mas mabilis po maubos ang pera nyo. Right? So, if ever mag-lose ka na ng 50, the trade is gonna be closed. At least man lang sa $100 na naka-times 10 ka, kailangan pa ubusin yung $100. You have to lose $100 first before the trade is gonna be closed. Kung 50 lang, tapos na-hit agad yung 50 mo, at mabilis po ma-hit yan kasi naka-times 20 ka, it is a higher risk if you're using 50 at times 20. Okay, sir, sir, you nasa video description. Thank you, Joseph de Guzman. Del, sir, let's check out Del. Time check, it's 9:24. Sige, hanggang 9:30 tayo ngayon since late naman tayo nag-start. Alright, Del. Uy. Head and shoulder pattern tayo kay Del right now. Pag nag-red yan, wag na wag po. We have a possible resistance at this end. Hindi na po nag-touch yung last green sa upper Bollinger Band. So, that's lesser momentum for Dell already. And it's not worth it. Meron tayong resistance 2 kaagad. So, medyo mahirap itong si Dell right now. So, I cannot recommend it. Shaky yung position. Don't force your trade. Don't force your entry in this kind of position. Sean Salombidas, good morning, Sir Lloyd. Good morning then. LV Aquino, good morning, Sir. DMC. You covered DMC earlier. AGI, MRC, and LR po. Right, AGI, dito sa support ko nire-recommend si AGI right? So, we have a resistance right here. So, we do range trade. So, pag bumagsak dyan and bounces, you enter and then sell at the resistance, sell some there. Okay? That's for AGI. MRC was in the support. Hindi ko na nakamusta ito. Nag-collapse yung support pala kay MRC the past few days. Hindi ko napansin ito. Nag-collapse na pala si MRC. Right? So, MRC, stay away from it. We have heavy downside for MRC right now. LR. Si LR naman, I would say, budagahin niyo po si LR. Very good company. Negative yung third quarter earnings nila, but then again, this is a good company right here. Yun ang problema ko, yung market dina-drag down yung lahat ng mga companies So, mamaya na kay LR, we'll wait for it to stabilize and at least show us a possible reversal. I recommended LR before because of this breakout from the downtrend. Umakyat naman siya ng konti, pero yun yung problema on the bearish market, hindi nagsusustain at nag-collapse. So, sorry LR. Naglaro ako ng Bitcoin. This is from Reynal. I read that earlier already. Jumpol Sikat, good morning. Ryan Velasco, sir, anong name sa eToro? Is it my name sa eToro? My name in eToro is El Bazaar, right? So, you can check it out. Ali, please. Ali. Let's check out Ali. Kamustahin natin si Ali. Alright, so Ali. Downtrend pa, mga pare koy. So, huwag muna. Let's wait. Let's wait na makyat ito. Right? So, for now, downtrend pa si Ali po. So, stay away from it. Ang pangit ng market. Best Buy, IBM, QCOM. Right, meron pala. Si Best Buy, then IBM sa international market. Si Dell lang nabasa ko. IBM. Checking out IBM. Ayun, we have a line right here. So, I told you to buy IBM already. And umakyat na si IBM, Edward. So, I hope you've bought it already. Last time nag-daily grind tayo, I talked about IBM and said na bilhin mo na ito. The first 2 candlesticks pa lang. So, ngayon, nasa gitna na siya. So, nakalipad na si IBM. So, I hope na buy mo. Right? Good job for finding this. I know, I remember, ikaw yung nag-ask nito last Friday before the market opens, the international market. I said, buy it. Nasa support ngayon si IBM. And then there it is, umakyat na. So, congratulations. QCOM. Right, si Qualcomm. Lakas ng climb ni Qualcomm. Right? So, it broke MA20. Pero, overall, we are on a bullish move. Yeah, pag nag-green ito, it might create a support right here in this area. I would say, hindi. Nag-bearish to Dalawang top pala ito. Double top and then bumagsak. It's too aggressive right now kay QCOM. We want it to stabilize first before I can recommend QCOM. And then, Baidu. Right, so Baidu naman. And so sa MA20, we talked about Baidu at the MA20. That was a buy already at the MA20 and it's going up already. So this is the beauty of MA20. Hopefully, Ayan, that was the previous resistance. We talked about this. So, hopefully, napasok mo na. This is from Edward. We talked about this support. Yung previous resistance, nagiging support, and there's that confirmation right there. And there it is, lumipad. So, congratulations. I hope napasok mo na ito. Jump po, sikat sir, yung JFC po ba? Considered ang 180 as major support. Let's check out JFC's major support. Right now, I'm not looking at... yes, this one right here is a major support. Yes, definitely a major support right there. It's just that I'm not looking at the supports right now since we're going against the market, right? We're going against the market right now. I would say I look at the price action first, right? We do have a support. I don't want to go aggressive with the support. I want a confirmation at the very least on the short-term note. So before I'll be buying more at 186, right? Magbabuy more po ako dyan. Papakita ko po sa inyo. Right, Aristotle ACDP, good morning sir. Oras po ba international market? Kasi po may napansin ako kasi merong closed market. Ako nakikita ibang stocks, virtual trade lang po. Pasilip po sa Nike. So if you're looking at the international market, US, for US market, that's 10:30 in the evening here, right? So tingnan natin si Nike and I'll teach you how to doggy. I'll teach you where to look for the market openings. NKE, right, a pullback. Ang problema ko kay Nike, head and shoulder pattern to eh. And I would say, I would short this. I think tapos na ang trend ni Nike. We are seeing bearish signals already for Nike. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina sa inyo na bearish pattern to short it. Wait. Line lang. Right, so pataas yung resistance niya. But look at RSI. Right, RSI's resistance is going down at these points. This one and this one. So this is a shorting signal right here. So may nagtanong kanina about shorting. So this is a shorting signal right here. So pataas ang RSI, pataas ang presyo, the resistances are going high, but RSI resistance is going down, and that would have been a very big win if you have shorted this. Now we're seeing a head and shoulder pattern. So this is a confirmation of a bearish signal for Nike. I would say use this as your support. Short nyo po yan si Nike. Okay? Adolor Palinilan, sir, MPI po, PSE. Sakit sa loob ko ngayon mag-chart kay PSE actually. But yeah, ito na yung araw-araw natin I talked to the gurus last Saturday. And I didn't know that they were also monitoring our channel. And sabi nila hindi daw nila kayang ginagawa kong araw-araw ang daily grind. Ang sipag ko daw. I don't know. I appreciated the daily grind even more. Even these guys are appreciating the daily grind. So, yeah. Hopefully, marami po kayo natutunan. Yun po yung mission natin. Right? MPI is reaching supports. So, I'd say yes, if ever we can bounce at the support, that's our range trade area. So that's our support. This is our resistances. This is the best time to buy it pag nag-bounce and then sell it right there because we have a clear resistance for MPI already there. Okay, sir, nag-brown out. Okay lang. ISM, ito si ISM, bumabagsak din. So speculatives right now are dropping, so I don't want to recommend ISM as of the moment. But on the next support na gagawin and stabilization, possible reversal ni ISM, I'm gonna be buying more. But for now, wala pa po. Alright, so that's all the time we have for today. Marami pa po akong lakad. So, yan. Pasensya na if we really cannot answer all the questions. But I hope marami po yung natutunan, especially with today's topic. Just in case recession happens, you already know what to do. The reason why I also invite you in eToro is because of the flexibility that you can do. You can go forex and stop. Pinaka maapektuhan yan sa forex, may mga currencies, and the stock market really is gonna drop. Wala tayong safe haven sa stock market, babagsak lahat yan. So you go sell go cash, sell your stocks, and then go forex. I already shared to you how to deal with forex when it comes to recession. So pwede po yan. Right, that's it for today. I'll see you again tomorrow. And as always, let's get rich together. Bye, everyone. Hope you learned a lot.